Christopher Plummer was a beloved actor, but his life was filled with secrets he didn't want people to know. Behind the charm and fame, Plummer had a secretly scandalous life. Our video dives into his early years and career, also revealing the hidden truths he tried to keep under wraps. From his personal struggles to his controversial moments, you'll discover the real story behind the Hollywood legend. Life before fame. Christopher Plummer was born on December 13, 1929, in Toronto, Canada. He was the only child of Isabella Mary and John Orme Plummer. His mother was notable for being the granddaughter of Sir John Abbott, a former Canadian Prime Minister. His father, John, worked as a secretary at McGill University. Soon after Christopher's birth, his parents divorced, and he was raised by his mother in Montreal. Growing up in Montreal, Christopher was influenced by the city's rich culture. His grandfather's interest in amateur acting inspired him early on. While he initially wanted to be a concert pianist, his passion for acting emerged during his time at the High School of Montreal. Here, he got introduced to acting and discovered his true calling. Christopher's education at the High School of Montreal was vital for his early development. Immersed in a culture that valued the arts, he participated in school plays and local theater productions. Montreal's vibrant cultural scene, including literature, music, and theater, nurtured his interest in acting. His bilingual upbringing in English and French also added to his versatility as an actor. In his teens, Christopher became active in Montreal's theater scene, joining the Montreal Repertory Theatre. Training under Herbert Whittaker, a theater critic, was crucial for his budding career. Whittaker saw his potential, mentored him, and encouraged him to pursue acting professionally, significantly enhancing Christopher's skills. Besides theater, Christopher also took part in radio dramas. The growing Canadian broadcasting industry helped him develop a distinctive voice and stage presence. These experiences were invaluable, refining his craft and establishing his reputation in the arts community. Christopher's early years were set against the backdrop of the Great Depression and World War II. Despite these challenges, he remained dedicated to his artistic pursuits. The difficulties of the era likely instilled in him resilience and a strong work ethic, which benefited his career. Even as a young man, his commitment to excellence was clear as he balanced studies, theater, and radio work. By 16, Christopher was already performing in professional theater productions. His performances showcased a maturity and depth that earned him recognition in Montreal's arts community. This early success was a testament to his talent and the strong foundation laid by his education and experiences. As the mid-1940s approached, Christopher had established himself as a promising young actor in Canada. The cultural influences of his upbringing and mentorship from figures like Whittaker equipped him with the skills and confidence to seek greater opportunities. His early life, marked by relentless pursuit of artistic excellence, paved the way for his future in theater and film. Early career. Christopher Plummer's professional acting journey began in 1946 when he joined the Canadian Repertory Theatre in Ottawa. This move marked the beginning of a long and successful career. Plummer's early performances quickly drew attention, paving the way for his future success in the theater world. After refining his skills in Canada, he moved to New York City. In 1954, Plummer made his Broadway debut with The Star-Crossed Story, which unfortunately closed after just one performance. Despite this setback, his talent and determination were evident. His breakthrough came in 1955 with roles in The Dark Is Light Enough and The Lark, earning him significant acclaim and establishing his reputation on Broadway. His impressive performances soon led to more prominent roles. A notable highlight was his role in Jean Anouilh's Beckett from 1960 to 1961, where he starred alongside Anthony Quinn. This performance earned him a Tony Award nomination and solidified his status as a top actor. His portrayal in Beckett was widely praised for its depth and versatility. Plummer's talent wasn't confined to Broadway. He was also a key figure at the American Shakespeare Festival in Stratford, Connecticut, where he played classic Shakespearean roles like Hamlet, Henry V, and Macbeth. His ability to handle complex characters brought him further recognition and showcased his versatility. While his main focus remained on the stage, Plummer also ventured into film and television. His first notable film role was in 1958's Stage Struck, directed by Sidney Lumet. This role marked his entry into cinema, expanding his reach to a broader audience. During the 1950s, Plummer was active on television, appearing in various live productions, which were crucial for actors at the time. Shows like The Alcoa Hour and General Electric Theater allowed him to display his acting skills to a wider audience. In 1963, Plummer starred in the Broadway production of The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui, showcasing his versatility and depth. His portrayal of the titular character, a parody of Adolf Hitler, highlighted his ability to bring complex characters to life. A decade later, in 1974, Plummer's career hit another high point with his performance as Cyrano de Bergerac in the musical Cyrano. His portrayal earned him the Tony Award for Best Actor in a Musical, blending humor with deep emotional resonance and cementing his status as a leading actor. In 1965, Plummer gained international fame with his role as Captain Georg von Trapp in The Sound of Music. The film's massive success expanded his recognition globally, despite his mixed feelings about it. His portrayal of the stern but loving Captain von Trapp remains one of his most iconic roles. Following this success, Plummer appeared in various films that showcased his range. In 1967, he played Field Marshal Erwin Rommel in The Night of the Generals, and in 1969, he starred in Battle of Britain. These roles demonstrated his ability to bring authenticity to diverse characters. Plummer also continued to work in television, starring in the BBC's 1964 adaptation of Hamlet at Elsinore, bringing a unique interpretation to the iconic role. His television appearances allowed him to reach audiences beyond the theater and film. Throughout his career, Plummer's dedication to his craft and ability to captivate audiences remained consistent. His stage performances, whether on Broadway or at the Stratford Festival, were marked by a deep engagement with his characters and a relentless pursuit of excellence. More successful projects. In 1977, he expanded his repertoire with roles in The Assignment and the science fiction adventure Star Crash in 1978. Also in 1978, Christopher Plummer took on the title role in The Silent Partner, a Canadian thriller that received significant acclaim. His portrayal of a cunning criminal mastermind highlighted his ability to delve into complex and sinister characters. That same year, he appeared in International Velvet as John Seaton, a role that showcased his versatility in shifting from thrillers to drama. The following year, 1979, Plummer continued to diversify his portfolio with roles in Hanover Street and Murder by Decree. In Hanover Street, he played a British officer in a romantic war drama, while in Murder by Decree, he took on the iconic role of Sherlock Holmes. His performance as Holmes was particularly well received, earning him positive reviews for his intricate and compelling portrayal of the famous detective. In 1980, Plummer starred in the romantic drama Somewhere in Time, where his nuanced performance added depth to the film's emotional narrative. The early 1980s saw Plummer continuing his dedication to stage work, notably performing in Othello in 1982. His portrayal of the tragic character was marked by a deep emotional engagement and a profound understanding of Shakespearean drama. On the film front, Plummer starred in Eyewitness in 1981 and The Amateur, showcasing his ability to handle intense and suspenseful storylines. 1983 brought Plummer to the small screen in the highly acclaimed miniseries The Thornbirds, where he played Archbishop Vittorio Contini Vercesi. His portrayal of the conflicted religious leader added a layer of gravitas to the series, earning him widespread recognition. In 1984, he continued to impress with performances in Ordeal by Innocence and a notable stage role in Cyrano de Bergerac. In 1986, Plummer lent his voice to the animated film An American Tale, where he voiced the character of Henri. His work in animation highlighted his versatility and ability to engage audiences across different formats. The following year, he appeared in Dragnet in 1987, further showcasing his adaptability. Plummer continued to take on notable roles in television films, including Crossings and Spearfield's Daughter, expanding his reach to diverse audiences. In 1988, he starred in Shadow Dancing. 1989 saw Plummer in Mindfield. That same year, his stage performance in Hamlet received critical acclaim, reinforcing his status as a leading Shakespearean actor. In 1991, Plummer starred as General Chang in Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country, a role that brought him significant recognition and appreciation from the science fiction community. His portrayal of the complex and charismatic Klingon general added a memorable character to the Star Trek universe. Throughout the early 1990s, Plummer continued to balance his film and stage work. He appeared in The First Circle, demonstrating his ability to handle a wide range of roles. His dedication to the stage remained unwavering, with notable performances in Macbeth and King Lear, where his profound understanding of Shakespearean drama continued to captivate audiences. In 1994, Plummer demonstrated his versatility by appearing in the thriller Wolf alongside Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer. He played Raymond Alden, a sophisticated yet menacing businessman. His performance, while not the central focus of the film, added a layer of gravitas and complexity to the narrative. In 1995, Plummer continued to build his diverse portfolio with a role in 12 Monkeys, directed by Terry Gilliam. The film, a science fiction mystery starring Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt, saw Plummer as Dr. Goines, a character involved in the intricate plot of time travel and pandemics. This role further cemented Plummer's ability to excel in varied cinematic landscapes. In 1997, Plummer starred in The Arrow, a Canadian TV movie about the development of the Avro Arrow, a revolutionary aircraft project. His portrayal of George Hees, a key figure in the story, showcased his talent in bringing historical characters to life. The film was well received in Canada and highlighted Plummer's strong connection to his Canadian roots. Following this, in 1998, Plummer appeared in The Clown at Midnight, a horror film where he played the role of Mr. Carruthers. The movie, though not a major box office hit, allowed Plummer to explore the horror genre, further showcasing his adaptability as an actor. Perhaps the most significant role of this period came in 1999, when Plummer portrayed CBS journalist Mike Wallace in The Insider. Directed by Michael Mann and starring Al Pacino and Russell Crowe, the film delved into the tobacco industry's practices and the subsequent whistleblower scandal. Plummer's portrayal of Wallace earned him critical acclaim and numerous awards, including a Boston Society of Film Critics Award. His performance was noted for its depth and authenticity, capturing Wallace's intensity and moral complexity. The turn of the millennium saw Plummer continuing his trajectory of excellence. In 2001, he appeared in the critically acclaimed film A Beautiful Mind, directed by Ron Howard. Plummer played Dr. Rosen, a psychiatrist treating John Nash, the film's protagonist portrayed by Russell Crowe. The movie, which won multiple Academy Awards, further solidified Plummer's reputation in Hollywood. His performance was subtle yet impactful, contributing to the film's overall success. In 2002, Plummer took on the role of Ralph Nickleby in Nicholas Nickleby, a film adaptation of Charles Dickens's novel. His portrayal of the stern and unforgiving uncle was well received, adding another classic literary character to his impressive repertoire. The same year, he appeared in Ararat, a film by Adam Egoyan that dealt with the Armenian genocide. Plummer played David, a customs officer, in a performance that added gravitas to the film's heavy themes. In 2004, Plummer lent his voice to the animated film National Treasure, where he played John Adams Gates. Though his role was brief, it was significant in setting up the film's adventurous plot. His distinctive voice added a layer of credibility and intrigue to the narrative, showcasing his ability to enhance animated features as effectively as live-action films. During this period, Plummer's career continued to flourish, with each role reflecting his dedication to his craft and his ability to bring depth and nuance to a wide range of characters. As Plummer moved into the latter half of the 2000s, his career did not slow down. In 2005, he appeared in Terrence Malick's historical drama The New World, portraying Captain Newport. The film, which retold the story of Pocahontas and John Smith, was noted for its visual beauty and strong performances, with Plummer's role adding a sense of authority and historical context. In 2006, Plummer played Arthur Case, a key character in Spike Lee's heist thriller Inside Man. The film, starring Denzel Washington and Clive Owen, was a commercial success and showcased Plummer in a complex role that blended elements of mystery and moral ambiguity. His performance was praised for its subtlety and the gravitas he brought to the screen. Christopher Plummer's career experienced a notable resurgence. It began in 2009, when Plummer took on the voice role of Charles Muntz in the animated film Up. Though Up would later become a beloved classic, it was a relatively unique project at the time. time, showcasing Plummer's willingness to explore different genres and mediums. One of the standout roles of this period was Plummer's portrayal of Leo Tolstoy in The Last Station, also in 2009. The film, which depicted the last year of Tolstoy's life, earned Plummer an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His performance was widely acclaimed, capturing the famed author's intellectual depth and personal struggles with remarkable authenticity. This role was a testament to Plummer's ability to embody historical figures with profound sensitivity and insight. In the same year, Plummer appeared in The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, directed by Terry Gilliam. The film, which starred Heath Ledger in his final role, was a fantastical adventure that allowed Plummer to explore a more whimsical and imaginative side of his acting. His portrayal of Dr. Parnassus was both enchanting and melancholic, adding a rich layer to the film's narrative. Christopher Plummer's career saw a remarkable highlight in 2012 when he won his first Oscar for his role in the film Beginners in 2010. Plummer played Hal Fields, an elderly man who comes out as gay after the death of his wife in a touching and nuanced performance. This role earned him the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, making him the oldest actor to win an Oscar at the age of 82. His acceptance speech was heartfelt and humble, reflecting his long journey in the film industry. Plummer continued to showcase his versatility through various projects. In 2013, he lent his distinctive voice to the animated film The Legend of Sarila, where he played the role of Krulik, a shaman. In 2015, Plummer starred in the Holocaust drama Remember, directed by Adam Egoyan. He played Zev Gutman, an elderly man suffering from dementia who embarks on a cross-country journey to find a Nazi war criminal. Plummer's portrayal was deeply moving, capturing the character's vulnerability and determination. The film was well received, with Plummer's performance being a standout element. Another significant role during this period was in The Forger in 2014, where Plummer played Joseph Cutter, the grandfather of the protagonist. The film, a crime drama, allowed Plummer to explore a character with a complex moral compass, adding depth to the narrative. In 2016, Plummer appeared in The Exception, a World War II drama where he portrayed Kaiser Wilhelm II. His performance was praised for its authenticity and emotional resonance. The following year, he took on a key role in Boundaries in 2018, a comedy drama that once again showcased his ability to bring warmth and complexity to his characters. One of the most notable events in Plummer's late career was his involvement in the film All the Money in the World in 2017. Following allegations against Kevin Spacey, director Ridley Scott made the unprecedented decision to reshoot Spacey's scenes with Plummer as J. Paul Getty. Despite the short notice, Plummer delivered a powerful performance that earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His portrayal of Getty was both chilling and compelling, demonstrating his remarkable ability to step into a role under extraordinary circumstances. Also in 2017, Plummer also appeared in The Man Who Invented Christmas, where he played Ebenezer Scrooge. The film, which explored the creation of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, allowed Plummer to bring his unique interpretation to the iconic character. His performance was widely praised for its depth and nuance. In 2019, Plummer took on the role of Harlan Thrombey in the critically acclaimed mystery film Knives Out. Directed by Rian Johnson, the film was a box office success and featured an ensemble cast. Plummer's portrayal of the wealthy patriarch whose death sparks the film's central mystery was both charming and pivotal. His performance added a layer of sophistication and intrigue to the narrative. Plummer's final film role was in The Last Full Measure in 2019, a war drama based on a true story. He played Frank Pitzenbarger, the father of a fallen Air Force pararescueman. The film was a poignant exploration of heroism and sacrifice, and Plummer's performance was deeply moving, adding a fitting coda to his illustrious career. Scandalous personal life. Christopher Plummer's life started in a way that hinted at the unique and often controversial path he would follow. Plummer described his childhood as being raised more by his Airedale dog than by his parents, claiming he had few memories of them during his early years. This unusual upbringing might explain some of the wild behavior that defined his private life. Plummer's early Broadway career was also controversial. In 1954, he landed his first major role in The Star-Crossed Story, but the play closed after just one night because it was plagiarized. This rocky start foreshadowed the turbulence that would characterize much of his career. In 1956, Plummer married Tammy Grimes, a Tony Award-winning actress. They had a child soon after, but the marriage was troubled from the beginning. Some sources suggest they married primarily because of the pregnancy, which likely contributed to their eventual divorce. By 1960, Plummer had moved on from Grimes and began dating entertainment journalist Patricia Lewis. Their relationship started dramatically when Lewis crashed her car with Plummer in it near Buckingham Palace. Lewis was seriously injured and fell into a coma. Plummer stayed by her side during this difficult time, showing a more compassionate side to his otherwise notorious reputation. Plummer proposed to Lewis while she was still recovering. Their wedding was unconventional, with Lewis still healing from her injuries. This rocky beginning didn't bode well for the marriage, which ended in divorce by 1968. While filming Inside Daisy Clover in 1965, Plummer's flirtatious behavior with co-star Natalie Wood sparked rumors. Wood, much younger than Plummer, reportedly laughed off his advances, but the incident added to his womanizer reputation. Producers on various sets began to take precautions to keep Plummer happy, even hiring assistants to cater to his whims. In 1969, while filming Lock Up Your Daughters, Plummer met Elaine Taylor, an actress 11 years his junior. Unlike previous relationships, Taylor set boundaries, insisting Plummer cut down on his drinking if he wanted to be with her. Surprisingly, Plummer agreed, showing a rare willingness to change. They married in 1970, despite the ominous fact that their officiant had also married Elizabeth Taylor to Richard Burton, a notoriously tumultuous couple. Plummer's arrogance extended to his professional life. In the early 1970s, he refused to be directed by acting legend Laurence Olivier, claiming Olivier wasn't good enough. This led to Plummer being fired from a stage production of Shakespeare's Coriolanus, a role that was then taken over by Anthony Hopkins. Despite his disdain for Hollywood fluff, Plummer took on a role in the 1983 miniseries The Thornbirds, known for its melodramatic plot. He also ventured into science fiction with Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country in 1991. His character, a Klingon, was rewritten to include Shakespearean dialogue at his request. However, Plummer refused to wear the full Klingon makeup, insisting his acting skills were enough to convey the character. In 1994, while filming Wolf, Plummer accidentally slapped co-star Michelle Pfeiffer during a scene, blaming it on being mesmerized by her eyes. This incident highlighted his often erratic behavior on set. In 2017, Plummer replaced Kevin Spacey in All the Money in the World after Spacey faced allegations of sexual misconduct. Some critics found the replacement ironic, considering Plummer's own history of inappropriate behavior as detailed in his memoir. Plummer even expressed sympathy for Spacey, calling his situation very sad, which further fueled the controversy. Despite his numerous scandals, Plummer maintained a close friendship with Julie Andrews, whom he admired from their time filming The Sound of Music. His wife, Elaine Taylor, played a significant role in stabilizing his later life, curbing his drinking and wild behavior. Plummer continued acting until his death in 2021, working on projects like Knives Out and the TV show Departure. Christopher Plummer passed away at the age of 91 in 2021 after an accident at his home in Connecticut. His wife, Elaine Taylor, who had been a stabilizing force in his life, was by his side. Plummer's death was met with an outpouring of tributes from friends and colleagues who praised his talent and professionalism. Despite his controversial personal life, Plummer's legacy as an actor remains significant, with a career spanning over 7 decades.